In this video, we're going to go over the live editor, right? So you can edit your sales pages for each product if you want to. You really don't have to. I think the sales pages look pretty good. But just in case you want to, I'm going to show you how to use the editor. But in case your version looks different, this is the Whitelabelify Pro version that I'm in right here. And this has other things that you probably don't see if you're just using the standard version, such as Done For You Bundle, the premium products. This is all in the Pro version. Done For You Bundle is everything pretty much in the products here. All of these products are bundled together under one dashboard. So in the standard version of Whitelabelify, you have each one of these products that you can brand, white label, right? You put your own logo, your own name, whatever, and then you could sell them individually to your customers. Then they have their own login for each one of these products. However, what Done For You Bundle does is it allows all the products to be under one dashboard. So if you sell like a membership to them or a one-off, however you want to do it, you sell that product and they open it and they log in, they're going to see all the products on the tab right here that they can use. Okay, so that's pretty much the difference. But anyway, if you wanted to upgrade to the Pro, you just click on upgrade your account anytime you want. As you can see up here, you got the standard version. So either you pick the 50 customers or 100 customers. Pro membership is a monthly fee, guys, so just remember that. So it's $47 a month for this package for 250 customers, or you could go with the $97 a month package for 500 customers. But the good thing about this is that you get tons of upgrades. So you not only get everything in Whitelabelify standard, you're also getting these two products right here, which is giving you 8 products that you can now sell with white label rights, right? You can brand them as your own and sell them. Plus, we add new features frequently in here, and you're also going to get the professional email swipes for your products to sell your products with, and you're getting a support ticket system so you can follow up with your customers and help them out if they need anything. And the big kahuna here is you can add your own training system to your products, which means you could create your own videos for the training and then put them in here. And that is very, very awesome, because what it's going to do is you want to brand yourself 100% consistent, right? So if you have your own training video showing your customers how to use your own products, you're building a bigger relationship with them. And what happens when you build a bigger relationship with your customers? They buy more stuff from you, right? So that's how it works, guys. Yeah, so if you wanted to upgrade, that's how you get to that. So let's go ahead now and check out the live editor and see how to use it. So let me go to my products tab again here. I'm just going to manage my white label. Okay, so I'm in here and now I can see my sales page here. So if I click on that, and I have my live editor. So you're going to have that for each product, okay? So let me go ahead and click that. So this live editor is really, really easy to use, guys. Pretty straightforward, but we're going to go over everything in here. It may look complicated to you, but once we go over everything, you're going to see how easy and simple this is. For instance, if I wanted to change any text, I just click on the block that I want to edit, double click on it, and I can start typing, highlight it, delete, double space, backspace, whatever you want to do, right? Pretty simple, okay? But keep in mind, guys, the way we have this set up right now, okay, the way that it looks, the way that everything is set up is completely mobile friendly, and it's going to look really good on mobile as is. So when you change things in here, you're going to want to make sure how it looks on mobile. So that's what these 3 icons up here are for, okay? You have the desktop view, you have the iPad view, and then you have the mobile view. So as you can see, looks really good already on mobile for you, okay? So like I said, keep in mind when you change anything on here, it's going to change how it looks in the mobile version. So just keep that in mind when you're editing your stuff here, okay? So let's go over these other icon tabs over here, and then we'll go over this panel as well. So the first one here is the view components, okay? And what that means is you see the little dotted lines here that separates everything, which shows the margins and the paddings and all of that good stuff. If you don't want to see the little lines, you just click this button here. It'll turn them off for you, okay? If you rather edit in this particular version. It's up to you. I like the lines myself. It doesn't bother me. Helps me see everything. And this little icon here is to preview what the page looks like. So if you click that, and you can go ahead and look through the page, see how it looks. So to get out of that, if you look up here on the top left-hand corner, you're going to see this little eyeball with a line through it. Click that, okay, and that'll close it off. So this is the full screen version if you want to work in full screen, okay? That'll toggle that on and off. Okay, so this is the view code. Now, this little tab here, I wouldn't recommend for those that are newbies or don't know anything about code, because if you go in here and you start messing with stuff, you could really mess up your page, okay? So don't mess with that unless you understand HTML or CSS. So just edit right here. What you see is what you get, okay? So right here you have undo. Very, very great feature because a lot of people mess things up, and this is what I'm going to recommend to you. At the time of this builder, what happens is once you edit stuff on here and then you click the save key, it's going to save it, but then it's going to kick you out, okay? You're going to go back to your dashboard. So when you're on the canvas here, go ahead and edit everything that you want to edit first before you click the save key. But the undo is good. So guys, if you go in here and you mess with something and it looks all crappy, just keep on doing until you get back to the original. That is my best advice for you, okay? And those who like to tweak things, to me, to be honest, I think these pages look great, all right, already. The only thing you might want to do later is update the video here to maybe a better video, or maybe you want to add your own video of you talking in here, explaining things for the product, whatever. But everything else I think is pretty good unless you want to add some more stuff. It's up to you. And I'm going to show you how to change the video in a second. But right now, let's just continue on with these tabs here. So the import button here is if you have your own template that you want to import, okay, for your own sales page, and it's an HTML format, then you could do that here, okay? But like I said, I wouldn't mess with this unless you're an advanced user that understands HTML and stuff. So this page builder is great for beginners, but it's also good for people that like to mess with codes and stuff as well. So that's why we added those features. And the next button is to clear the canvas. I wouldn't recommend clicking that button unless you want to lose your page. Okay, so this is your open style manager. Just turns that on and off, okay? Right here, you have the layer manager, so you can see all the layers and sections right here. You can turn these off and on if you want to. And over here, you have the open blocks. So these are the extra things that you can add. You have extras, custom code, and basics, and forms, okay? So before we get into this, let me show you how to do a few things inside the canvas here. So we already know how to change the text, right? You just double click in here and you can change things. And you may have noticed something over here that happened, okay? As soon as I clicked in one of these boxes, one of these sections or tabs, it's going to bring you back over here to Open Style Manager. So if I go back over here, click the video tab, as you can see, and the reason being is that so you can get to your settings easy, okay? To see my video settings, I have it highlighted here, but I'm not seeing anything, so I have to open the settings tab. Okay, so now it's going to show me the provider, Vimeo here, and the video ID. Okay, so we don't use the URLs. For videos, we use the ID. So I'm going to show you how to mess with this. Let's close this back. Let me go ahead and show you a few things first. So again, we know how to change the text, but what if we wanted to change the background behind the text in this whole box area? So I select the box, come over here to background, click the plus button, and now I have a few options. I could put an image behind it, which I don't think I would do in this little bitty space, but you have that option. You also have a gradient option if you wanted to use that, and you just click in here. You can click the little icon here to change the color, whatever you want to do. I don't want that. Let me go ahead and close that off. Okay, what I want to do here is just change the background color, so I'm going to choose that. And let's just say I wanted a red in here. Okay, so there you go. Simple as that. If you want it to stay, go ahead and click OK. If you don't want it to stay, go ahead and click undo. Or if I did select this and I wasn't sure I liked the color or I decided not to do it, I could just click the X button here and that'll undo it as well. Okay, and then I'll X right here to remove that. And again right there. Okay, so there you go. That's how you add colors to the backgrounds areas here. Okay, let's talk about the images for a second here. So unlike WordPress where you could select the image and then upload a new one, this is not how this builder works. So to put a new image in this place, you would have to come over here to the Open Blocks tab, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. But what I want to show you right here is each image, when you select it, you have this little pencil icon here. If you click that, it's going to open up a little suite of tools. So you can use filters on the image, you can do mask, add text, icon, shape, draw on the image if you wanted to. So pretty cool. Again, you can add text in here, move it around, increase the size. Okay, let me undo that. Well, I'm just going to exit out. I don't want to mess with all of that undos, but you get the point. So pretty cool little feature here that you can use. So let me show you how to add an image now. So I'm going to go to the Open Blocks tab, and I want to open Basic here. And I want to grab my image tool here and drag that in. Okay, so now I can drop a file right here to upload it, or I could just click this box. Okay, I'm just going to grab something right quick just to show you. Once it's uploaded in here, you can just click on it and it's going to add it in. Okay, so let me close this off, and there you go. So pretty cool, pretty easy. Then you could delete this image if it's the same size and you just wanted to replace this one with something else. But I really like these images in here. They're really nice. Well, let me go ahead and get rid of this on the trash can icon here. Okay, one more thing I wanted to show you. So let's go ahead now and go back to our Open Blocks tab, and let's go through these. So you have extra here. So different little icons you can use right here, such as nav bar. You got slider tabs. So I'm not going to go through each one of these, but you can just play with them and see what they do. So here's the countdown timer. So let's use that because that's an important tool, right? So it's drag and drop, guys. You grab it with your mouse and drag it. As you can see, the green bar is going to show you where you're going to be able to drop it. So I'm going to drop it right here above the video. Okay, so there's a few things that we need to do. We need to set our time for the timer. So click in that section, and as you can see, it's highlighted by the blue dark bar. So the next thing we need to do is click open our settings. Okay, so here's our start date. So let's go ahead and select the calendar icon. Let's say we're doing a sale for this product and it's only going to be for, a week or so. So let's just go to the 10th here, and that's going to set our timer. And once that ends, it's going to say expired. So you could put sale has ended, or you missed the sale, whatever you want to put here, it's up to you. So that's how that works. Okay, so let's close that. So looking at this, it doesn't look very good, right? Because the default text is black and you're putting it on a dark blue background, so it's hard to see. So let's go ahead and change the font colors for our box here. Okay, we got the whole box selected. You could also do individual here if you wanted to, but we are going to select the whole thing and do it all at once. So let's go over here to text design. And as you can see, we have font color and it's black. So we could set this to white just by dragging our little mouse around in here and dropping it where we want it. I want to make this all white, just like that. I'm going to click OK. All right. What I want to do is show you something right quick, that little tool that I use to where you could change these colors. All right. I'm going to select the box again. I'm going to change the whole thing to match this video color background. So I'm using a little tool up here called Color Picker Eyedropper. And this is a Google Chrome extension, so you'd have to be using Google Chrome to use it. But you could search Google for Color Picker Eyedropper and then install that into Google Chrome's extensions, okay? And then once you have it installed, all you do is click on it to open it, and then you can select whichever color you want, as you can see with the little crosshairs. So I'm going to use this peach looking color here. I'm going to copy that code, and then I'm going to go ahead and close this off. All right, so now I have that code. Let's go back over here to text design. You see the color code in here. I'm going to go ahead and select the color code before the hashtag and paste in the one that I have here. Click my enter key and bingo bango. There we go. We got a timer that's matching our background color of our video. So pretty cool little tool you can use to, change things to match things on your page very easily. All right, so that's how that works. Okay, let's go back over here to our blocks and let's try another tool. So you have custom here. This is custom code. So again, you just drag that in and drop it. So this will be useful for if you're using Facebook pixels or you're doing some retargeting on your sales page for Google Analytics or whatnot. So that's where you would put that right here, okay? Okay, let's go back to our blocks again. Close that up. Let's check out basic. So these are basically the tools of the builder itself, right? You have the container sections. Right here you have a section. Okay, this whole thing is a section. And if you click down here, this whole thing is a section. Okay, then you have your rows in here inside of your big section, right? Okay, let's go back over here again. Okay, so we know what a container section is. Let's check out the column. So that would be just one column, right? Undo that. So we have two columns. Okay, so you can see you can add two things in here. You got three columns. So you get the picture, right? Okay, so that's what these are. You can add text in here. Go ahead and undo that. Actually, let me go ahead and delete this code box because I forgot about that one. All right, let's go back over here. Okay, so you have a link, you have video. So we're going to do a video next, okay? Let's go ahead and drag that and drop it in. Okay, I'm going to put it on top of this video. You can see up here what it looks like. So if you click on it, you can drag this to the full size screen that you need right here. And then what you want to do is insert the code for this. So let me show you. Go ahead, I'm going to select YouTube here. And then let's go get our YouTube code. So I'm going to show you, go to YouTube. Let me go ahead and select a video from my channel here. Go ahead and pause this. Go ahead and click on the share button here and look at the URL. So everything behind the slash here is your video ID, okay? So you just want this little section right here before the slash. So just this little section right here, okay? That's the code that you want to use. So I already have this saved, so I'm just going to go and grab it in my text doc here. And let's go ahead and add this in and then click enter. Okay, and there you go. So that's pretty much how you add a new video in here. So like I said, if you want to keep this video and use it later, it'd go ahead and make you a little text doc so you can have this available if you wanted to ever go back to that video. So as I've been playing with the video settings here, one thing to know that if you just try to change the video into another video, it doesn't work that great, as I'm going to show you as far with the thumbnails for some reason. So you would want to drag in that video as I showed you over here and then add in the settings there. And that's going to look right after you rescale it. Let me show you what I mean, just so you understand what I'm talking about here. So if I select the video, okay, let's say I wanted to make this video a YouTube video, so I would go to YouTube. Okay, let me grab my code here. As you can see, it already kind of looks funny, right? Look how it looks. So if I paste this in, hit enter, as you can see, it's kind of cropped and it doesn't look right. But if we viewed this and played the video, but I don't like the way this looks. So let me close this. So I'm going to undo all of this. Okay, go back here. So, but you did see how to do this properly. So you would want to, again, drag it in with the video. Like so. Okay, select it, grab it, click on the videos and increase the size of the video to match inside the diameter of your border here. And then go ahead and add in the video for that link, right? Okay, a few other things you have: map, link, blog, quote, and text sections. Let's close this up and check out our final. So you have form, input, text area, select button, label, checkbox, and radio button. So I don't really care for the form here. So if you was trying to do an opt-in form, you can see how that looks. I don't really care how that looks. Kind of looks funny. What I would do is use the HTML code from your autoresponder, if you have one, and put that in here, okay? Using the custom video code right here. And just remember, whenever you're adding in your code, what you would want to do is go ahead and type open bracket, center, close bracket, and then paste in your autoresponder code for your opt-in form, okay? That way, this right here is going to center it in the middle. But just a little tip there, and that's what I would do for that. Let me go ahead and delete that. Okay, so again, guys, everything in here we went over, so it's pretty simple. Just play around with all the settings, see how everything works. And again, if you really screw up the page here, all you have to do is click save. Okay. It's going to take you back to the dashboard. Go back to your sales page tab here. Click on templates, click on change to this template, click OK. And that is going to bring your template back to the original default format with everything that was there before. Okay, so that's going to wrap up this video on the live editor.